Hi, this is Dorothy with Menopause is Over. Menopause is over. Thank God I'm free at last. Menopause is over. I want to have a frank discussion with you ladies out there about menopause. And primarily, I want to answer the question that I know many of you have about menopause being over. Um, I know you're wondering, what is my life going to be like when this is all over? Will I be the same person? Just what is it going to be like when it's over? And most importantly, is it going to be over? Now, I know you have these questions because when I was going through menopause, which has been about 2 years for me now, but um, that was the one question that I wanted to get answered, and I could not get an answer, a satisfactory answer to that question, primarily because no one had ever gone without intervention of medication, whether it be Xanax, anti-anxiety medication, um, antidepressant, or hormone therapy. No one had really gone through medication without intervention from one of these methods. And so they could really never successfully answer that question. And it was so frustrating for me because I wanted to know. I was really having a very hard time with menopause. It really took me under. I was totally dysfunctional. It disrupted my life. Um, and I just wanted to know, is this going to be over? And if it is, what is my life going to look like? Because I just couldn't imagine that all the things that I was suffering, that I was going to get out of it. And even if I got out of it, how am I going to forget all of these horrible things that are happening to me? And I believe that I had almost every symptom that one can imagine. And the hardest one for me was anxiety, which I had almost 24 hours a day with little to no relief, and the paranoia that comes with it. And for me, it was always focusing on my breathing. I always had to know that I was breathing, so I was constantly monitoring my breathing. And because of that, I could not focus. I could only sit in certain places. It was hard for me to sit down even for dinner, for eating. I couldn't watch TV because it's hard watching TV and trying to monitor your breathing at the same time. Now, that was very difficult for me, but I finally got over it by the grace of God, and that's another story. And I will go into details on how I believe that God helped me through this on another video. But I mainly wanted to do this video to start a discussion about menopause. And I I came through. I'm on the other side. I'm in a good place now. And it's not to say that I don't have my moments, because sometimes I do still have hot flashes. I um, I had joint pain, and I don't know if it's because of hormones, or if it's because I didn't exercise, because I have started to exercise and do weightlifting, and that has caused a lot of the pain to go away. So I said that to say that whatever symptoms that you're having, whether it be from a hormonal imbalance, or hormonal depletion or whatever it is, there are things that you can do to remedy the situation. And but I'm at a good place now. Menopausal symptoms no longer have control over my mind. I don't wake up every morning jumping for joy or leaping from trees with excitement, because that's not normal life, even when we think that we are normal. But I do wake up in control of my mind, in control of my thoughts. And uh, if you're going through this, and if you've ever gone through it, you know how important that is. And I can make the decision when I wake up in the morning whether I'm going to be happy or whether I'm going to be sad. So I'm in a good place right now, and I just wanted to share this information with you. I wanted to let you know that yes, there is light at the end of the menopausal tunnel. There is life at the end of menopause, but you're going to have to be strong, and you're going to have to hang in there. It's not an easy journey, but I think the more we know and the more we share our story, I think it'll make it a little less hard for all of us. And that's what I want you to know, that you will get through this. Now, I also want to tell you that I did mine naturally, primarily because I could not find the answers to my questions. So I decided that I was going to do this naturally. I wasn't going to do hormonal therapies or antidepressants or anything like that. Even though in the beginning, when I first entered into this crisis, I did do the Xanax for a couple of days, and I held on to them for emergency purposes, which happened about 3 times out of the 10 months duration. And I decided that I was going to discard of them because I didn't want to have to deal with addiction issues afterwards, because I really felt inside that it was going to be over, because if it's a natural process, then it's going to naturally end. And I wanted to know that for myself. So, except for the beginning and except for occasional herbal teas and a glass of wine, I did it cold turkey. Um, the teas would help somewhat, but the wine, the red wine, really helped in normalizing my my mental um, my mental condition. I don't know what it is about wine, but it normalizes you. And when I would drink a glass of wine, it made me feel like I was myself again. But even with that, I did it only occasionally because I didn't want to have to deal with addiction when this was over. And as I said, I in my gut, I knew it was going to be over, even though I knew it was going to be hard. And I didn't take anything because I wanted to know when it was over, when menopause was over. And I felt like if I was on any kind of therapy or medication, I wouldn't know when the end had come. So I did this naturally, and I did it for myself, to answer that question for myself and to answer that question for you all who are asking. So if this is something you're dealing with and you have questions and you want to start a discussion, then comment comment below and subscribe to my channel. And I have also written a blog, and I've listed the link below. And if you are interested, visit my blog. I have my 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 journey there, and I will be doing articles, and I will address any comments or questions that you may have. So let's get talking. I have learned so very much, and there is so much that I want to share with you about menopause. As scary as it is a natural process, and you will get over it. You will get through it, but you're going to have to be strong. And I hope that I can be of help to you. I can be an inspiration in inspiring you to do whatever it is that you need to do to get through. So I thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, and I want you to know that I feel you and that I am with you and I love you, and thank you so much, and I hope to see you very soon.